Hi everyone, welcome to Infinite Light. My name is Shawnee. Before I started today's reading, I went ahead and pulled some cards to kind of give us a baseline of what it is that we're going to be talking about. And the very first card that came out was the Fool card. It wanted to come out reversed, so I'm going to give you both. Okay, so in the reversed position, it's almost like whomever I'm talking to is starting a new journey in life. They're starting a new venture in life, starting a new business, starting a new relationship, new chapter. But you're approaching it without doing any sort of uh, research ahead of time. You're just kind of like a little naive about what's going on, and or you just don't care. You just don't care about what the next chapter is going to look like or what this project is actually going to be in the end. You just know that you want to do something new. And in the upright position, it's just being happy to move forward. All right, so we've got both of those energies coming through. I pulled a goddess oracle card, and we got sacred spaces. Nemetona, sacred spaces. Create an altar or visit a powerful place to connect with the divine. Let me tell you something. I have a couple of altars in my house, and they serve different purposes. The place that I go to every single day to decompress and meditate, I have it. It's in my closet. So I have a little itty bitty table that, first of all, I keep the closet clean and organized. And I have a little itty bitty table, and I've got some selected crystals that I like. I like peacock feathers, and I've got just a couple of other things that visually bring me joy and ground me. And so in that space, I can pray, I can meditate, and then I can do the things that I like to do, which is I love to color to decompress and to draw to decompress. And then here in my studio space, I've got, you can't see it, but it's in front of me. Pretty much the same thing, but I'm not moving things back and forth. I have, I know somebody who recently I connected with one of his spirit guides, and found out it was actually his grandfather. And so during that conversation with the spirit guide, the guide told me to tell him to clear an altar space, to go get a quartz crystal, and to get I told them to get a picture of your grandfather. And before you start your business every day, before you do whatever it is that you need to do every day, you talk to your grandfather. You might see something like this, where people have spaces for lost loved ones, so they can talk to them and communicate with them on a daily basis. I'm not saying to go to Home Depot and build something. I'm not saying that. I'm saying find a space in your space that you can dedicate to what they call creating a sacred space, right? And what is very important about this is that it stays clean. It stays clean. So you have to clean it often. And the reason why is like our, dust is created from old cells that fall off our body, our hair, dander from our pets. And that is old energy. And you want to always be able to approach your altar with new and energy that's serving your highest good. If you went into your altar and you were just in a state of frenzy, and then the next day you went in there and you were expecting to get something light and airy off of your chest, you're not going to be able to do that because the old is still in the room, still in that altar space. So just keep it clean, and it does not have to be big. I'm talking the table I got from Amazon. It comes off the floor like 1.5 feet, and it's probably like 1.5 feet wide. It's a rectangle. And then the one that I have here in my studio is an old desk, But the reason why it's telling you to create an altar space is because if you're starting something new and you're kind of just going about it like la 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 la, like laissez-faire sort of, an altar space will help you get grounded, and then it will help you connect to, excuse me if I sound nasally, I have a head cold. It will help you connect to your higher powers, which will help you get to your goals a lot faster. I did also pull a Healing Waters Oracle card, and I got Gentle Force. So this is asking for consistency, persistence, patience, and the long game. Look, so yeah, you're starting, the people I'm talking to are starting some new venture in their life, right? And because you haven't done any research on it, or you just moving forward, you don't know right now how long things are going to take to come to fruition. You don't know, you're not even paying attention to the fact that there might be a bump in the road, because there could potentially be a bump in the road. And so this card is saying, like, just keep that happy mood up. Stay consistent with it. Keep going. Keep showing up every day. I heard, what is this saying? Always be interviewing. Just always be ready for this. Whatever it is, always be ready for it. Keep that in your heart. Stay consistent, and just know that, and I say this all the time, this spiritual growth, this ascension to your higher self, it is not even a marathon. It is an ultra marathon. It is 100+ miles of running in the highest mountain peaks in the world, you know, up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down, and it's slow going. So the long game. All right, let's pull some tarot and see what it is that I can get for you. Thank you for coming today. I appreciate you. I would also appreciate if you liked and subscribed to the channel. I am new here, and I'm definitely trying to build, and I want to reach as many people as I possibly can. Like, subscribe, and then down below, let me know how this reading is resonating with you. And then also let me know where it is that you're viewing this video from. I'd love to see how much reach that I have. All right, let's see what the tarot is telling us today. Okay. Well, it's all looking good. You've got earth and you've got air, okay? So the first thing you got is, I'm guessing this is your new opportunity, right? Or this is you approaching a new opportunity. Something about something new, some newfound success. And you standing in that power of, this is what I'm going. You standing in the power of saying, no matter what you say to me, Shawnee, I'm going to be successful. I don't know how, but I'm going to be successful. And you are standing in that power right now. That's great. Continue to do that, because what that's going to do is take you to a place of complete independence. Maybe you've been tied down and bogged down and just doing as other people thought, not even following your own lead for so long, that now you're like, bump that. I'm going to do what it is that I need to do for myself to feed my own soul. I don't know how, but I'm gonna make it happen. I'm going to be successful. And it's saying, yeah, you're gonna find a point where you are just gonna look back at everything that you've done and just breathe a sigh of relief. Like, thank God I took that leap of faith when I did, because it looks like you left something behind you that was not only causing you strife, but it was something where you pledged yourself. Could be a marriage, could be a contract that you'd signed that you broke. You pledged yourself to something, and then because it just wasn't feeding you, you said, deuces, I'm out. And that's what we're supposed to be doing at this point in our lives. No matter what age you are, at this point in Earth's history, 2024, the year of the dragon, it's the year of change. You're supposed to be doing a cursory look of your life and say, okay, where can I cut the fat? And that's not to say you know, on your body. What I'm saying is, where can you get rid of the toxic in your life, the toxic relationships, the toxic places, the toxic jobs, and it looks to me like you already made that decision. Okay, I'm cutting that. Like I said earlier, bump that. I'm out. I don't know how, but I know it's gonna work just because I'm no longer there. I am moving forward, right? That's awesome. I love this. Let's see what else we have. Right, because you have goals and you're looking to expand what it is that you have, and you might have nothing because you left. You might have a big O negative in the bank account right now, and you might not have any furniture. You might not have a strong enough resume, but it doesn't matter because you're not going to be using your resume in this. You're just going to be you're not going to be confined to societal norms anymore. Done with that. Completely. You're done with that. You have goals. You're looking for expansion. And even though your vision isn't completely realized, like you have it written down, step 1, step 2, step 3, A to Z, you know that there's something out there for you, and you're stepping into that. Because what you're trying to do is create abundance. You're stepping into this power of, I am here, hear me roar. Wait, don't hear me roar yet. I will roar when I get there. Right now I'm working on it. Or you're saying, or you're internally acting as that lion, that lioness, because that's how you're motivating yourself. And I got the Ace of Cups right here. This is going to bring you so much joy because you get to leave this behind. I love it. We're going to pull 3 more cards just right off the top. Okay. Yes. Everything I literally just said. Okay, so this right here, this strife that you left behind, the one that you're healing from, yeah, that happened because the foundation was never solid to begin with. That's not where you were supposed to be. You were not being served because you were in the wrong place. And it's almost like you didn't leave as many signs and symbols as your environment was giving you. It was almost like you could have left years ago, but you didn't. So the universe, God, the creator, your angels, your team all conspired to say, we're gonna get you off the pot. And it's not to say that they yanked you, but you one day had this epiphany, like, that's it, I'm done. And that was your tower moment. That's what that means. Liberation. You've been liberated. Congratulations. I know what that feels like. Praise God. I know what that feels like. It's scary at first, right? It's scary at first because you don't know how, but the cards are telling me that you're gonna get to a place where you're just like, ooh, so glad I left when I did. So glad I left when I did. And this is you moving on to victory. It's always victorious when you leave a toxic situation. People don't realize that. What happens when you leave a toxic situation, be it a workplace, a relationship, and I'm talking about any kind of relationship, a friendship, a romantic relationship. Whenever you leave a toxic relationship, if you've been in it long enough, you've gotten so used to that serving you, even though it's serving you negatively, that when you remove it from your life or it gets taken away from you, you go through a full-on grieving process. And you sometimes, when it's really late at night and you just can't sleep and you're tired of crying and you have this yanking in the back of your throat, you start to think, was it a good idea for me to even leave? Because I have no clue what I'm gonna do. And as somebody who has gone through that before, the answer is always yes. And what you do in times like that is you take stock of what you were successful of doing. And to me, you were successful because you left. That's number one. You don't have to have everything written out A through Z. You don't. Because if you want to, and the saying, right? If you want to hear God laugh, you tell him your plan, right? The universe has caused this to happen. And they've got your back. That's what this also means. Sorry. It's divinely guided. That's what it also means. The universe has caused this to happen. They have got your back. You are protected. You made the right decision. Because let me tell you something right here. What's going to happen is complete success. All you have to do, like it said at the very beginning, is stay consistent, stay persistent, and realize that it is a long game. Let me tell you something about this spiritual growth and this ascension. There are going to be times where you just want to just throw your hands up. Don't. There are going to be times where you want to cry. Okay, so cry, but don't stay in that mindset. Do your research. Do research on ascension and the Kundalini and spirituality. Find something that speaks to you to help you on your journey, and literally take it day by day. Now, to the parents I'm talking to who can't really take it day by day, then you take it event by event. Tackle as much as you can without tiring yourself out. Go to sleep and remember that tomorrow is another day. I am so happy for you that you are taking this journey to find a new place, to find a new space, to find a new job, to find you, not a new you in this new chapter. Congratulations. Let's see if we can get some Ask Your Guide cards. Ask Your Guide Oracle cards, okay? Ask Your Guide Oracle cards. 2 off the top. I keep getting... Y'all saw me shuffle, okay? I just recently got these cards up in my last video. This is the purpose card. This is a 9. And so what that means is that you're turning this corner. The reason why it is not a complete 10, which is a full ending of a cycle, is because you have a healing that needs to now happen. Whenever you leave something behind because it's not serving you, you need to actually sit down and look at what could I have learned from that? And what behaviors do I now need to look at? And once you've actually taken the time to learn from what you just walked away from, that's when you'll start seeing 10s in your reading, and meaning that then the cycle is completely over, because it's the turn. If you're starting a new chapter, I love this. I've said this before. If you're starting a new chapter, you can't completely turn the page over to the new chapter until you've stopped reading this last chapter. You can't completely turn the page to the new chapter until you've stopped reading the last chapter, okay? So in this process that's slowly turning the page, work with me on this analogy, okay? This is when you find you and you heal and learn from what you just walked away from. Your purpose is going to be found. Why am I here? Now that I have left this, what do I want to do? What makes me happy? This is your time to get to the root of that. Okay? And then this is what you use. You use your life force. And this is a 41 card. Some people might be 41, which would make a lot of sense. But I think more than anything, the fact that 4 + 1 = 5 and 5 equals a change. This is really you. This is also a fire card, right? And the Fool is a fire Aries card, right? So this is you getting that fire up under your butt. You used your life force to get to where you're currently at as you're viewing this video. I've got one more card, and it's gonna take work. This lady who is sitting in her garden and looking at her tree that's bearing fruit. She did not just plant that tree. Anybody knows who knows anything about fruit trees, if you don't buy a mature tree, you're gonna wait a couple of years before you see anything grow on that tree. Like for cherries, I heard it was like 8 years or something. That's crazy. Or is it? You're gonna get to a place to where you get to look back behind and see that the seeds you're planting today are actually growing fruit. It is going to take work. That is why they are saying to you to stay consistent, stay persistent. It is a long game. Because the seeds that you plant right now on this journey will actually grow and will start feeding you. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us today. Like and subscribe and comment to me and let me know what it is that you liked about today's reading. I'll see you soon. Thank you.